Hello folks, this is Roz, the MTG noob, here bringing you some more Return to Ravnica 6-pack sealed event footage. Gonna be playing the, let me get my microphone adjusted a little bit here. Gonna be playing a little bit of Ravnica until gatecrash comes out. So, let's see what we got here in this particular pool of cards. We'll go ahead and sort by rarity. Oh, that's fancy that in our moto worm, as well as a growing ranks. Let's see here. Mizzium Mortars is pretty good. Volatile Rig is volatile. Ash Zealot is an okay red. And then a foiled Mercurial Chemister. That's pretty good too. So red is not looking half bad. But the green-white in Selesnya is also looking quite good. I think we could pretty much move all this stuff down here. And if we do go green-white, we can maybe splash at the very least. We have an overgrown tomb. Volatile Rig, we'll get rid of all this. And you'll notice this time I actually have the giant card already prepared. Look at that. I'm really on top of the ball today. Alright, so looking over here at white, we'll see what we can get rid of and see what we want to keep. Knightly Valor is fantastic. Phantom General, Eyes in the Skies. An Armory Guard is but who knows, we might have some gates. Sunspire Griffin is fine. Avenging Arrow, Concordia Pegasus, Swift Justice, and two Ethereal Armors. Two Ethereal Armors, a Knightly Valor, and a Growing Ranks. That's interesting. Could even be some sort of enchantment deck. All these white are pretty playable. These are all pretty good. We're not loaded down by like weird white cards that don't really do anything, so that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at blue here. Skyline Predator is good. Soulsworn Spirit is fine. Runewing is playable. Inspiration, Stealer Secrets. I like Stealer Secrets because I find that essentially it can wall off your opponents because people just hate to allow this card to actually draw something. So they will keep that back at all costs. Or they'll keep a blocker back at all costs. Paralyzing Grasp, Inaction Injunction, two Crosstown Couriers, a downsize. I might even put these Crosstown Couriers over here. And Dispel is pretty good. I like Dispel. I pretty much use it every time that I put it in a deck, so it's good enough to say that. Perilous Shadow, Launch Party, 1, 2, 3 stab wounds. Man alive. Okay. So, on top of a Dead Reveler, a Grim Roustabout, Tavern Swindler is a bear. Drainpipe Vermin can go sit on the sidelines, and Cremate will probably never get played. So, wow, black is not bad. I mean, the Perilous Shadow is a good mana dump card, and I mean this Tavern Swindler is like whatever. But 3 stab wounds? I mean, for real? Come on, dang it, that's pretty good. All right, so red, Street Spasm, Tenement Crasher. Wow, Goblin Rally. Kind of hope you get a Dyna Charge if you have that. Power Convergence is definitely a sideboard card. As is Batterhorn. Splatter Thug is fine. Gutter Snipe can be pretty good. I might actually even not put this in the sideboard. I mean, it's with nothing, it's a bear for 3, but with red, you're usually going to have some instance, and if you're throwing down blue too, that's going to make a lot of sense. Pursuit of Flight is great. Electricity, sideboardable, but very sideboardable. There's the pair of Dyna Charges. That's pretty good for Goblin Rally. And then a Bellows Lizard. Okay, so far everything's looking decently solid. I'm liking white, and man, I'm liking black. Good lord. 3 stab wounds. Alright, moving onward. Giant Growth, the Burgeoning. No. Drudge Beetle's fine. Savage Surge is very good. That's probably one of my favorite pump spells along with Giant Growth. Druid's Deliverance is fine. Axebane Guardian, Chorus of Might, Towering Indrik, and 2 Karazda Monitors. The Karazda Monitors are okay. I don't really have a problem with those. So it's kind of a toss-up between something like blue-green, splash black. I mean, obviously, like I said, red is pretty good. Mizzium Mortars is a card. Is it wise? We'll see if we can get some good is it cards. But let's look over here at our dual colors. Okay, pair of Courser's Accords. Yeah, that's pretty good. Along with a Common Bond and a Centaur Healer. And what do I see below the Centaur Healer? But two V2 Ghazi Guild Mages. So I'm pretty sure now that our choice has been made for us. Looking onward, Hasara Patrol is fine. Dramatic Rescue, very good. Navix Guildmage is playable. Goblin Electromancer's fine. Spawnrix Mate is fine. Skullrend is kind of like maybe sideboardable. Hellhole Flailer is fantastic. Rakdos Charm is like I don't actually even think that I've ever sideboarded into this. Golgari Longlegs is a strong green card. Trestle Troll, not too shabby. Dreg Mangler, Karaz the Guildmage, and a Grizzly Salvage. Okay, so definitely looking at a green-white and then a possible black splash with things like Karaz the Guildmage, maybe this Dreg Mangler, I'm not really sure. It is a good card, but we might just have enough good white and green to just keep our deck really consistent and just go straight white-green. And then, I mean, Grizzly Salvage is fine too. Okay, so a Street Sweeper and a Codex Shredder, these are both not going to get used. Mostly. Maybe I would use a Street Sweeper if I needed a huge body, but that seems like probably not. Okay, and we have 3 Guild Gates, the Azurius, the Rakdos, and the Selesnya. The Selesnya is definitely the one that we're probably going to use. Okay, so more than likely these ones are going to go over here for right now. Red was looking good, but there's not a lot that can be said when you have 2 V2 Guild Mages and then like a bunch of other amazing green cards. I think that we can pretty much take all of this, maybe leave back the Karaz the Monitor and throw it down here. We can put Volatile Rig back up here. The only thing that's scaring me is there's not a whole lot of removal. Excuse me. There's not a whole lot of removal I'm seeing here. We have some tricks. We have things like Giant Growth. We have things like Savage Surge. But other than that, there is no Tristani's Judgments, I believe. There's an Avenging Arrow, which I think is going to... There's going to be a necessity of playing that. These are all really good. So, you know, if you take out your lands here, we're already at 21 cards. Oh, man. Some good stuff. And creature-wise, let's kind of move this a little bit further up here. Creature-wise, it's showing 10, but we're actually at... What are we at here? 11... 12, 13. So could definitely use some more creatures. We'll go ahead and move our fancy Trixies down here. The Axebane Guardian is... It's like I kind of want to accelerate toward this stuff. I don't have like any Gatecreeper Vines or anything that's going along with him. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep him. Like I said, there is a various reasons to get to 4, 5, and 6 mana, so that is pretty good. Chorus of Might, Growing Ranks. Knightly Valor is like half of a creature card, I guess. Alright, so if I was to add 2 more creatures, what would I add? Well, our top curve is like... It's there. The top curve is definitely there. And it's like, I really do want to splash black, but I don't want to have like dead cards in my hand. And we have like one method of getting black mana out that's mana fixing. Well, actually we have 2. We have this Axebane Guardian too. So actually there is a potential that I could splash some pretty sweet black cards. I mean, like, I could splash a Stab Wound. And I could splash something like a Dreg Mangler or this Karaz the Guildmage. But you definitely want those out early. Because, I mean, you know, you want your... Well, the Stab Wound can kind of hold back for a while. Karaz the Guildmage, well, I mean, Karaz the Guildmage does take some mana to actually utilize appropriately. So I'm just not sure if it's a little bit too mana intensive. Let's see. If we were to take these out, what would we put in? if we're not going to go, and then stab wound is really good. It's just an alternate win condition, and if I had to, it's a way to get rid of like a really pesky guild mage that my opponent might play. So I mean, if we had to, what else would we put in here? Maybe like a Concordia Pegasus and then an Armory Guard. Let's see. It's not bad. Kind of like having this Towering Indrik because I don't have... Well, I have a couple ways to deal with stuff in the sky. So here we're sitting at 15 creature typey spells. I think what I might do is... It's like, do you cut the Druid's Deliverance? I don't think we do. I hope I don't hate myself for this. Alright, I might cut something like a Chorus of Might. I might cut something like the Armory Guard. And I might throw something like the Karaz the Guild Mage and the Stab Wound in. Because those are really good cards. And, I mean, if we had to... Black isn't so bad in the late game because we have things like Golgari Longlegs even if we don't see these two. So now we're sitting at 15 creature cards. Our mana curve looks pretty appropriate. So we can throw down this tomb, we can throw down this guild gate, and we can see what it wants to suggest to us for some additional lands here. 2, 6, 7. Let's see how everything looks by color. That seems kind of appropriate. I might even take one single forest out and put in one additional swamp. So that leaves us with, what does that leave us with? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9 ways to draw green, which is pretty good. And that leaves us with 7 ways to draw white. And that leaves us with... Did I just take that out? I think I did. There we go. That was weird. And then 4 ways to draw black. Okay, so actually it's going to be 7 ways to draw, or 8 ways to draw green. Yeah, it seems fine to me. I think that's pretty good. Karaz the Guild Mage and Stab Wound are both cards that I think I might value a little bit more than our other stuff. We have some really good sideboardable things too, but I think we can pretty much just go with this and see where it takes us. Our drops look pretty good. We have plenty of stuff to be playing, so that's pretty nice. And then if we do have to get to the late game, man, we have some really good late game stuff going on here. I mean, I could even take a single Courses of Chord out, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave that in there. Like I said, we don't have like a huge amount of removal, but I think we have enough for this type of sealed environment. I think we're going to go ahead and submit this, and I will see you guys for round 1.